appreciate everybody taking the time to be here today with us. Certainly disappointed in the end result last night against a talented, deep, versatile Missouri State team. You can see why they were picked to win the league. Being 3-5 certainly doesn't sit well with any of us, in particular myself. But we knew when we put together the schedule it was going to challenge us in a lot of ways, from who we played, where we've played, and when we've played them. If we take these opportunities to learn and grow, we'll be where we need to be. Excuse me. But at the same time, we need to make sure we're taking advantage of a couple days of rest, a couple days to learn and grow, because we understand we got another formidable challenge coming up on Saturday. Take any questions.
To learn and grow, what have you seen from your guys that is encouraging that they're on that path?
Yeah, I think like you go back to the game last night where we battle all the way back, take the 1-point lead, they come back down, hit a 2, we don't score, and then it's a 1-point game where we're trailing, and we're a little late to get to the gap. They get a little deeper penetration, they kick it out, and a longer, more athletic guy rises up and shoots one right in our face, and you realize that your room for error, your margin for error isn't very big against really talented teams. That being said, we're close, and as we start to round into our league and opponents that are similar to us, I think those experiences of understanding your margin for error against good teams isn't there, that we can take advantage and grow from those things.
Are those things you're having to say to these guys, or do you have that leadership in AJ and Paul and some of these older guys that are delivering that message?
Well, certainly as the leader of this program, a lot of that ownership comes from me, but we're starting to see some of those things from, AJ's always been that guy. He's not afraid to tell anybody or whoever, whenever, what they need to do better, which is great. The thing that's been really encouraging lately is Paul. Paul's taken his I don't know, behavior is a bad word, but he's just outward thinking more. He's trying to help others because he understands by doing that he helps himself and then ultimately helping us.
At North Dakota now, after both matchups last year, is there extra fire in this one, just knowing the last time they were on your court?
I mean, the last time they were on their court, they came in and smacked us pretty good, and fortunately for us, when we went back to their place, we were able to turn the tide, so to speak. And certainly there's always a little extra just because of the opponent and the locations and the history. But that being said, it's all about us continuing to grow and get better and understanding. And at the very end of the day, it's just another 40-minute game for us that we need to take advantage of.
Opportunity, though, to kind of see the fruits of the labor. You've gone through some trials and tribulations with these, larger programs. To take on someone your own size, is this where you encourage the guys to really put their foot on the pedal?
Absolutely. There's no question. If we've done what we needed to in these last 3 weeks and these last 8 games and learn growing together, then this is the time that we need to take advantage of those experiences.
The team in the previous few games turned the ball over quite a bit, but a lot fewer turnovers yesterday. Is that promising, even though it was still in a losing effort?
Yeah, you can just see a couple of our high turnover games just become anomalies. 28 against Stephen F. Austin. Again, I'm not an excuse guy, but you look at the longer, more athletic teams that we played aren't necessarily transparent to what we play into our league, so to speak. And so we need to learn from those. Some of those perimeter top passes where, the longer athletes are baiting us into throwing them, and they become catastrophic for us. Stephen F. Austin just really got away from us. It's hard for us to simulate some of that pressure that we went through. But again, so much of what we're doing, especially this year, is growing through experiences that will help prepare us for the meat and potato part of our season, and that's January, February, and in particular February and March.
Do you think the low shooting percentages will kind of work themselves out, or is this a team that's just going to have to be defense first?
Well, again, this is, with me as the head coach, that's how it's always going to be here. And I think we are a better defensive team than we were last year, and our guys are buying in a little bit more. We need to do a better job of finishing possessions, doing a better job of cleaning up the glass. And I think our offense will continue to grow, again, by who we're playing, by where we're playing them. And also just we've put such an emphasis early in the season on being better defensively that now that we are better defensively, and I truly feel like we are, our offense will grow.